So, good evening. We are back again. Crystal Palace 3. Yes, 3. Arsenal holding another 0, another L. Mikel Arteta knows exactly what we need, Jez. For anyone who hasn't seen your fan cam, tell them exactly what we need, mate.
What do we need? We need Vieira, or we need Simeone, or we needed Conte, or I'm sorry, I've got to say it. I wish we'd kept Emery. I rated that fella, and I'm sorry, but I didn't see anything he was doing wrong. Got us to a final, fair play, European final, I mean, and the team didn't turn up, embarrassed us, but at least he knew what he was doing. Whereas I think he's Arteta tonight is proven once again, and we've been saying it for 2 years, the guy is out of his depth. And that team tonight that didn't turn up was embarrassing. And it was almost as bad as the Notts Forest third round FA Cup game. Shockingly appalling. And let's forget it, all you Arteta sexuals. Don't blame, the fact that we haven't got a decent bench. This team sold 6 players in January, sold our best striker and didn't replace any of them. And we've got Saliba, Guendouzi, mixing it up in France, and Arteta didn't bring them back. Well, what can you say? What can you say?
Mate, it's mad. It's actually mad. Listen, it's not the first time we've been embarrassed by Crystal Palace. They cost us top 4 under Emery, ironically. Granit Xhaka, was it Granit Xhaka? No, it was Mustafi that day, wasn't it? It was Granit Xhaka the following game against Brighton. Yeah. It was just like, funny how it's always Wilfried Zaha as well, isn't it? You can predict everything that happens when you play Palace because you know he's going to get his goal. You know he's going to turn into Ronaldinho. You know the guy's just going to take wholesale liberties out of everybody. But it's almost like it doesn't matter what team we play against Palace. We're just going to get battered. Well, yeah, we were lucky to get a draw at the Emirates. Let's not forget, Jez. Like I said, was in the crowd, like he'd won the Champions League.
And let's not forget, if I remember correctly, a certain Unai Emery wanted to buy Zaha, but Arsenal wouldn't buy him.
They wanted Pepe instead, Raul Sanelli, who then got potted for allegedly taking a backhand off of the deal. You couldn't make it up. You literally couldn't make it up. But listen, let's go through these player ratings. I think this is going to be pretty quick and pretty straightforward. No Kenny Ken tonight, people. Apologies. But listen, if you do want to cry about the player ratings, cry. We don't really care. If you want to put your player ratings in instead of crying, then there is a comment section to do so. But let's start with the goalkeeper, who's probably man of the match, Jez, Aaron Ramsdale.
All day. I mean, he couldn't stop those 2 goals. They're both great goals. Just get out the penalty. Yeah, I'm going to give Aaron Ramsdale 6 because he couldn't do anything. I think at times today his distribution was a bit lackluster, but I also would say we had a very dysfunctional midfield. Awful. So, yeah, Ramsdale 6 for me.
Is he your man of the match?
Oh, all day long. Who else? Who else?
I thought I'd just get clarity, Jez.
Well, I could give it to the kit man. He'd probably get an 8.
Let's go to Nuno Tavares.
Oh, shocking. Awful.
Hooks at half time.
Awful. Terrible. 1.
Wow. Is that because he put his shirt on the right way round?
It's because he actually got on the bus.
He's shocking. Mate, he is really bad. I'd have Andre Santos over him all day long. Yeah, he is actually useless. Yeah, it's mad. Let's go to the opposite side. Cedric Suarez literally got sent back to Southampton by Wilfried Zaha from the first minute onwards. It was actually mad.
Poor. Very poor. Not as bad as Tavares, but yeah, I'll give him a 2.
Let's go to Benjamin Scheidt.
Dear God. That goal, you know, what does one thing you ask of a central defender is to track your man. What do? He lost his man, turned round, ball watching, bang, goal. Thank you very much. End of story. 1.
Let's go to Gabriel. Wow.
Sorry, there's been good games this season. I've really rated the man, and and I know there's going to be loads of people in the chat hating me, and that's fine. But I try to give an honest opinion, and I have bigged up Gabriel this season. He has had some good games. Today he was shit, so he's a 2.
Let's move into midfield. Thomas Partey, do. What a load of garbage. And he's been really good recently. I don't know what's happened to that guy today, but he was shocking, mate.
He just didn't look on his game today at all. I don't know. Was he? He's on international duty, was he?
Yeah, he was playing for Ghana, yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he was tired. I don't know. I've no idea. He was poor, very poor. His passing today was bloody awful. So I'm sorry, man. I will be generous because at least he did try, and he did have a shot sort of on target. But I'll give you a 3.
Let's go to his partner in crime, Granit Xhaka. Ended up at left back. Wowee.
Terrible. Awful. One pass forward the whole game. The rest were diagonally backwards, sideways. Got himself booked. Well done, Xhaka. At least it wasn't a red card today. But awful, bloody awful, 2.
Let's go to Gibraltar guard. When I wake up tomorrow, Jez, and pull my curtains back on the patio door and stand admiring the view, I will see the Rock of Gibraltar. Martin Odegaard will be plonked on the top of it as a cult hero for Gibraltar. Other than that, he's crap. What did you make of his crap performance tonight?
Well, this is another one
as well.
This is another one that, when we had him last year, I said absolute pony, don't want him. But then he has shown some good performances, and fair play to him. Today was bloody disgraceful. His passing was appalling. I don't know who the passing coach is at Arsenal, but whoever he is, he needs to get the sack. Seriously, it's shocking. I mean, there was balls up in the air going nowhere. There was balls going out for throw-ins. There was balls played short. Balls played too long. It was bloody awful. And that guy was bloody awful. And he's getting a 2.
Let's go to Emil Smith-Rowe. Missed an absolute sitter. Probably should have been hooked after about 10 minutes. He was that crap. I like him. I know you like him as well. But tonight, mate.
Terrible. Awful. Might have not bothered to be on the pitch, to be honest. His input was bloody terrible. It summed up the whole Arsenal performance tonight, and he's getting a 2. Can't do any better than that.
Let's go to the star boy.
Saka.
Saka, yeah. The star boy.
No. Awful. Bloody awful. Kept tripping over the bloody ball. Messing up. Oh, awful too.
I tend to agree. He's massively overrated by our fans. I like him, and I know you like him as well.
I do like him. I do. I rate it.
This is the problem when you rely on a kid to pull your team to glory. It's going to be hit and miss, and this is why we sit here and get the umpjez, because it's like, when you look at Man City, and yes, you can say Man City have got world-class players. Yeah, cool, they have. Yeah, but Phil Foden is light years clear of any of our kids. Yeah, I like Martinelli, I like Smith-Rowe, I like Saka. Phil Foden's been managed properly. Yeah. Oh, what? You want to get above yourself? You want to think you're the big man in a hotel with Greenwood and all that? Okay, cool. Bench. Yeah. We ain't got that luxury because you don't want to fucking play Pepe, who, by the way, won us the game last year at Palace. But what do we know? Let's move on to our striker, the dwarf up front, the man who scored a hat-trick against Brentford B, where he actually found his actual level. Again, was he even on the pitch? Did he even do anything tonight?
Awful. Absolutely awful. This guy is done. You know, that one occasion, I think it was the first half, he gets the ball at feet and it ends up mixed about in his boots, ends up behind him, and it gets cleared. Awful, bloody awful. But the fact he got his shirt on the right way round, I'll give him a 1.
Let's go to the substitutes bench. Gabriel Martinelli came on at half time for Nuno Tavares.
No, didn't have a great game, did he? Let's be fair. Martinelli, I really love this kid. I really do. But today, I can't solely blame him, but the whole team was crap today, and he was crap. But that, I think, was because the rest of the midfield was crap, and he was fighting a losing battle. The thing with Palace today, and you've got to admire him for it, every time Arsenal came on the attack, woomph.
Yeah.
They had 9 players there.
Swarm of bees, wasn't it? Just bang.
And that is because Vieira, a proper footballer, dare I say it, a proper midfield player, might be a little bit better than Arteta in midfield. Well, fucking sight be better than Arteta, and awful. But I will give him fair play. He did try. I'll give him a 4.
Let's go to who else came on? Oh yes, how could I forget Eddie Nketiah?
Oh, yeah.
His phone ran out of credit as he was about to score one of the goals of the season. Beep, beep, beep. All right, mate, if that goes in, it would have been a great goal. It would have meant nothing, but it would have been a great goal. And you know what? He was probably one of our better players.
Yeah.
Which sums it all up.
Fair play to him. You know, he came on. He did try very hard. I don't rate him at all. But I will be just and I'll be fair, and I will give him a 4.
Let's go to Sambi Lokonga.
Did he actually do anything? I can't remember anything great personally. So I'm sorry, mate. You get a 2 as well.
Let's go to the manager. Anyone who's crying in the comments, cry more. We don't care, because we're going to come back Saturday and do it all over again. If you want to cry about the player ratings, just put your player ratings in if you don't agree. Oh, you're overreacting. No, we're actually not, because we told you this is going to happen all season, but you didn't want to listen. And it is what it is. So we're going to do a 3-2-1, and then we're going to do Arteta's score. 3, 2, 1.
1.
0. Yeah? Useless. First attempt to go back above them after they've gone above us for the first time in God knows how long, with a manager that's only just got the job recently, 2 players signed, a player that don't want to be there, and absolute dross all over the park. Emerson Royale, Gary Doherty, Ben Davis, Eric Dyer. Yeah? Sorry, mate. Yeah, the first attempt, and you go and get battered 3-0 by Palace. 0. Useless. Rubbish. At the end of the season, more and more people will be coming back to this channel, resubscribing again and apologising. But I'll take the 4 months of all the heat, and so will you, Jez, because at the end of the season, or early next season, whenever it may be, we will be right about this manager. And
we know we're right.
Benito, we know we're right.
We've been saying it for 2 years.
Yeah, I was saying it before we got the job.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
It's mad.
Well, I'll quantify my 1. The only reason I give him a 1 is because he brought on Martinelli, and at that time when we needed Martinelli
half time, yeah.
But why didn't he start him?
Mate, he could have played, somebody said this in the chat, yeah? He could have played Saka at left back today instead of Tavares, right? Because he's comfortable at left back. Yeah, you're taking something away from the attack, but then if you put Martinelli where Saka is, then you're not. It's the same, because Martinelli's direct, yeah? And yeah, he'll lose the ball and like whatever, but Saka at left back could be more competent than, and he could have even gone with a back 3. He could have put Holding in and then put Saka at left wing back and Cedric at left right wing back and changed it up differently like that. But listen, we're not getting paid £8.3 million for this, mate. So We can sit here in the comfort of our own home.
I think you, me, and Kenny will do a far better job. Put us on the bench, mate, and we sort it out.
100%, mate. And on that bombshell, people, love for the love. Big up to everyone who's watched the streams, everyone who's watched the fan cams. Go and check them all out. They're all out on the channel. Me, Kenny, Jez, Brandon, they're all out there. Player ratings, as we've done. Don't cry. If you cry, we don't care. Yeah, I'm here to tell you, we don't care. We don't care because we're coming back Saturday. We'll do this all over again on Saturday. Podcast coming this week as well. Keep your eyes peeled. Tomorrow, I'm not on with Terry, but I am on with Eunice on here. Eunice, Goonie, and Northside, 2 p.m. UK times. Keep your eyes peeled for that as well. We're out of here. Make sure you're showing love, subscribing, sharing the content around, and most importantly, make sure whatever it is you are doing, yeah, that you are Arteta out.
You prick.
I was waiting.